President Biden says we now know enough about the Omicron variant to lift travel restrictions to southern Africa. As Deborah Alfarone reports, this information follows the recent CDC updated guidance on isolation from the virus.
The White House announced it will lift travel restrictions this Friday on these 8 African nations, which were hit hard early by the Omicron variant. A new CDC report highlights a small study suggesting the highly contagious variant has an incubation period of around 3 days and causes less severe symptoms in those who've previously had COVID-19.
The virus is adapting. Omicron is different, very different from prior strains, and we need to adapt too.
This week, the CDC slashed the isolation period for those testing positive for COVID-19 from 10 to 5 days if you're no longer symptomatic. But you're required to wear a mask in public for at least 5 days.
You're most infectious a day or two before you get sick and for the first day or two after you've gotten sick. So it's a reasonable approach to keep our economy moving, save lives.
The airline industry pushed for the change, with staffing shortages leading to several hundred more canceled flights. The president's chief medical advisor, Dr. Anthony Fauci, calls the updated CDC guidance a good choice. But the head of the flight attendants union disagrees, saying that it could lead to an unsafe work environment. Long lines also persist throughout the country for those seeking a COVID-19 test.
It makes you want to cry. You feel bad, and then you can't, you just can't get in anywhere.
Chicago public schools are asking students and staff to take a COVID-19 test before returning to classes next week. Deborah Alfarone, CBS News, the White House.
And tonight, the CDC telling us that the Omicron strain remains the dominant strain of the virus in the country, accounting for nearly 60% of COVID cases nationwide.